Hey guys, it's Aisha from adaycreatives.com here today to share with you a fun way to give a gift card. Instead of giving a gift card just inside of a greeting card, I decided to put it inside of a box of popcorn, like the old Cracker Jacks boxes. So what I'm starting with is a gift card and a piece of pattern paper. And what you're going to do is create an envelope for the gift card, and it's just to cover it up, make it a little bit more festive. And I'm not really doing extensive measuring. Basically what I'm doing is making sure that the card is covered. I have enough cardstock to cover the entire gift card. I'm using my score board here to create some scores in the paper, which would allow me to fold it and have nice neat creases on the paper. But if you don't have a scoreboard or a score tool, you can just fold it. If you don't have a score tool or scoreboard, what you can do is just fold it yourself and then use a bone folder or any piece of a card to press down the fold and get a nice crease. And here I'm just cutting off any excess paper so that the package is small enough and not too bulky. And as I fold it over, I'm just making sure, like I said, that the entire card is being covered. Now I'm going to apply adhesive to the top and the bottom, and also along one edge of the cardstock. And as you'll see, I'll place the gift card right in the center, pushing down, making sure that the adhesive is stuck, making sure that the card fits nicely, and then sealing it with the other edge. Then I'm just grabbing my corner rounder and rounding the edges. Now we take our popcorn box, and what you're going to do is open it from the bottom very carefully, being sure not to tear any of the packaging, keeping it very neat. If there are any pieces of paper hanging off, make sure you tear those off as well. Then from the bottom of the package, you're going to carefully open the plastic packaging, being sure not to tear it. So go very, very slow. If you don't want to skip this part and you don't want to add your card inside the packaging like the way that I did, you can open it from the bottom and just slide the gift card right along the side of the plastic pouch that contains the food items if you don't want to open up the food item package. Now in order to close it, you can use some packing tape, or you can use what I'm going to use, which is the Food Saver Seal a Meal tool. I have this up in my closet in the kitchen, and I don't use it nearly enough for kitchen purposes, but it comes in handy for this. So I'm just using that and sealing it, and as you can see, it closes it nicely, making sure I just checked it to make sure that there were no leaks and that it was completely sealed. Then you just insert it right back into the bottom of the box and then seal the box back shut. If you don't have a adhesive gun like this, you can also use hot glue to seal it, or you can also use tape. But you want to use tape if you have like a double stick tape, because you really don't want to see the tape coming out of the bottom. Part of the magic of giving the gift like this is that the recipient will be surprised to see that the gift card is actually inside of the box, and so you don't want to give it away by having tape hanging out the bottom. And now I'm just making a card to go on the front of the package. I found the Season's Greeting stamp in my collection. I'll post on my blog my supply list, so if you're interested in knowing the maker of this stamp, feel free to jump on over there and you can find everything listed there. And at this point, I'm just sizing out the cardstock. The cardstock is the leftover from the envelope that I made for the gift card, and the white portion of it is just the back side of that same piece of paper. And I'm just sizing it by eye, making sure that the stamp fits nicely onto the front of the card. A lot of times I don't use measurements when I'm crafting. I just do a lot of things by eye and just size it down till it gets to a point that I'm happy with. And now I'm just stamping my sentiment on to the stamp, and obviously you can see I'm overdoing it with the ink. I have a tendency to always do that when I stamp, but I do want to get a nice impression, so I push it down firmly onto the paper, and I also use a piece of foam behind the paper, and that allows for a better impression as well. Now with this image, I'm just going to apply some clear embossing powder to give it a nice dimensional raised look. I allowed my heating gun to get hot before using it on the paper, and that helps with preventing some of the warping on the paper. And again, I'm using my edge rounder on the paper, and then I just went ahead, applied some adhesive, and stuck it down. I'll finish off the card by adding a ribbon tied with some red and white baker's twine. And after I finish fussing with the bow, I'll go ahead and add some adhesive to the back of that and stick it straight down onto the front of the popcorn box. On the bottom of this card, I'll actually sign it and put a message just saying, be sure to check inside, there's a surprise inside. It's just an encouragement to the recipient to go ahead and open the box. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe next time when you give a gift card, you can add a little snack to it and put it inside of a popcorn box. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to see the supply list, go ahead and visit my blog at adaycreatives.com. Bye!